Little Fox.
The Goose That Laid the Golden Eggs. George and Mabel lived on a small farm. Though they had little, they were happy. But one year the weather was hot and dry. Very few crops grew. Even their last chicken died. George looked at the vegetables and sighed.
We don't have much to sell at the market this year. That means a very hard winter, Mabel.
Mabel looked nervous.
I hope we'll be okay.
At the market, George sold his vegetables for a few coins. By the time he reached home, he was even more worried.
This money will not last long,
he thought. Honk,
What's that?
George thought. Honk! George followed the noise to the empty chicken coop. He saw a goose.
Where did you come from?
George asked. Just then, something shiny caught his eye. George looked in the coop. He saw an egg. He picked it up and his eyes went wide. It wasn't just any egg. It was a golden egg.
Mabel!
He cried as he ran inside.
We don't have to worry anymore!
Mabel looked at him confused.
What?
George showed her the egg. Tears of joy filled Mabel's eyes.
We'll have food and fuel for the winter.
The next day, the goose laid another golden egg. George was thrilled.
If the goose lays more golden eggs, we'll be rich! You can buy new clothes! We can build a huge house!
Now,
Mabel said.
we don't need any of that. We've lived just fine the way we are. These 2 eggs will be a huge help.
That night, George kept thinking of the goose. Surely it would lay more golden eggs,
I could get jewels for Mabel,
he thought.
and some fancy shoes for myself, and
George sat up in bed.
I'll open the goose's belly! Then I can get all the eggs at once!
George slipped outside. Inside the coop, the goose was sleeping. George reached for the goose and... honk honk! Suddenly, the goose bit George's arm.
Ouch!
George cried. The goose flapped its wings and chased George. Honk! Honk! George tripped and fell on his face. When he looked up, he saw the goose flying away. Mabel ran outside.
What's going on?
George told Mabel what happened. He hung his head in shame.
The goose could have helped us a lot. But now, because of me, we lost it.
Mabel sighed.
Oh, George. Bad things happen when people become greedy.
The North Wind and the Sun. The North Wind and the Sun were high in the sky. As usual, the North Wind was bragging to the Sun.
Watch me blow away these clouds,
He said,
I'm really strong, much stronger than you.
He blew hard and all the clouds scattered.
See?
The North Wind said with a grin.
I'm the strongest one in the sky.
The Sun smiled. I'm strong too, she said. The North Wind laughed loudly.
You? Strong? You're always gentle, not strong.
Just then, the sun spotted a man walking along the road. The man was wearing a warm coat. Let's have a contest, the sun said. The one who makes that man remove his coat is the strongest.
Sure.
The North Wind said, laughing again.
That will be easy for me. I'll just blow that coat right off him. Watch this.
The North Wind blew hard. On the road below, dust and leaves flew everywhere.
Ooh,
The man shivered.
what a chilly wind.
That's odd.
The North Wind frowned as the man buttoned up his coat.
The coat is still on him. I'll try again.
The North Wind blew again, this time even harder. But once more, the coat stayed on the man.
Phew!
By now, the North Wind was out of breath and very tired. Oh, well, the sun said gently. I guess it's my turn. She moved closer to the man.
What strange weather.
The man said, unbuttoning his coat.
Now it's lovely out.
The sun beamed even more brightly.
Ah, it's so warm.
The man said.
It feels wonderful.
Oh no!
The North Wind cried as the man removed his coat. The sun smiled. I guess I won the contest. The North Wind said, taking off. Below, the man was resting peacefully under a tree. The sun kept him warm as he slept. Poor North Wind, the sun thought. Someday he'll realize something. It's often better to be gentle than to blow with great strength.
The Merchant and the Donkey. One day, a merchant was walking home from the market. He had loaded big bags of salt on his donkey's back.
Oh my, this salt is so heavy.
The donkey thought.
It will be a long, hard trip home.
Soon they came to a stream. As they entered the water, the donkey slipped. Splash! He fell into the stream. When the donkey stood, his load felt much lighter.
That's odd.
He thought.
Oh no, my salt!
The merchant cried.
All my salt is gone!
He sighed.
What an unlucky day.
Meanwhile, the tired donkey was delighted.
What a lucky day.
He thought, laughing aloud.
Hee-haw! Hee-haw!
Soon they went to the market for salt again. On the way home, they had to cross the stream again.
I know what to do.
The donkey thought. This time, he fell into the water on purpose. Splash!
That's better.
The donkey thought as he stood.
My load is so much lighter now.
He laughed aloud.
Hee-haw! Hee-haw!
By now, the merchant was growing suspicious of his donkey. The next time they went to market, He bought bags of sponges. He loaded them onto the donkey, and they headed home.
This is not a very heavy load,
The donkey thought.
but I know a way to make it even lighter.
While they crossed the stream, the donkey fell into the water. Splash!
I'm so clever.
The donkey thought. The merchant frowned.
Stand up, donkey!
But when the donkey tried to stand, he could barely move.
What happened?
He thought.
My load grew so heavy.
Now the sponges are full of water.
The merchant said.
That will teach you a lesson. Let's go.
Finally, the donkey managed to stand.
I was foolish.
He thought as they started walking again.
Now my load is much heavier. I must remember not to play tricks. I don't like it when others play tricks on me.